what is the best way to surrender all circumstances to the Master, good or bad, and stop worrying? Best way, I'll tell you the best way. Then later on I'll tell you the less best way. The best way to surrender all circumstances to the Master is to do enough meditation, enough withdrawal of your consciousness behind the eyes to be able to see the inner Master. When you can see the inner Master, when you see the same Master inside you and can talk to him and have a discussion with him inside, you can then surrender, Master, take over all my circumstances, all my worries, and he will take it. I want to share a personal experience. I normally don't like to, but this is very relevant. I heard one of the discourses of my Master, great Master. And it was one of the chanters were chanting from scripture. The scripture said, Kaya Nagar, again it's Punjabi, so I'll translate for you. Kaya Nagar, Nagar hai Niko, which is Sauda har ras kije. So simple. This body is a city. That's what the saying was. This body of yours is like a city. And there is like a city, a marketplace. You want to have a real deal, do it there. Sauda har ras kije. Real spiritual sauda, if you want a real deal, bargain, do it, get it there. I heard this in a discourse. I was very young. I went to Great Master. I said, you talked about a bargain, a deal going on inside, and it can be done. Are you ready for it? He said, yes, I am ready. What's the deal? I said, deal means that I give you something, you give me back. That's a transaction, a deal. Okay, I am going to give you all my worries, all my problems. You take them and give me all the happiness, give me all the joy in life. And I waited for his answer. His answer was done. This happened about 70 years ago. From that day till this day, he has kept his word, I have kept mine. Real deal. You can do that. If you go inside, you can have that deal. People want to have a deal outside. Okay, I can't blame them. I tried outside too. Now when outside people come with this deal to a perfect living Master, and they say, Master, we want to give you all worries, and give us, same thing like I did. They want to copy that. And then they go away and say, I'm really worried, will it work? The worry starts moments after the deal. Who has failed? The person asking for the deal or the Master? We fail. We don't stop worrying. If we really believe Master has taken over and he's doing everything for you, and you feel every action of yours, every thought of yours is being governed by the Master, so you can have a nice time here and a nice time elsewhere. You can get it. But then you have to you have to do your part of the deal. So if you want to have an outward deal, the chances of your not worrying after that are very remote. If you want to go inside deal, chances are very good that you will get a real deal. And you lead a totally different life. In life, you'll be on top of the world all the time, because Master has taken over all your worries, taken over all your problems. He's taking care of them, and you can see them. He's taking care of it. These deals are possible. And it's nice to reach that point. Great Master used to say, Baba Sawan Singh, that the initiates who get initiation, Namdan, or are accepted by a perfect living Master, during the lifetime of a Master, because Master will die, we will also die, everybody dies. During the lifetime of the Master, do so much meditation that you manifest the radiant inner form of the Master while you're still alive. If that happens, and the master dies physically, he'll be sitting with you telling you, I'm not dead. He'll be more alive. He'll be more available to us. So that's some kind of an urgency on this path. If you were to ask me, is there something urgent? Normally I say, no, take your own time. We have been here millions of years. What does it matter if another couple of lifetimes? Doesn't matter much. But if you are serious in going back to your true home in this very lifetime, not want to give any chance for another lifetime, then you should do as much meditation as possible to manifest the radiant inner form of the Master inside you, where you can talk to the Master and become a friend like you are a friend outside. If that happens, you have the Master at all times with you. He will never die for you. That's better. And we don't realize that you can get the radiant form of the Master even after he dies, because he is manifested at the time he initiates us or gives us his yes, accepts us. That's the moment when he is accepted, he is with you. But to be able to see and to be able to talk to him takes care of the doubts and worries of the mind. And that's why it's a good idea to meditate enough, even if you have to give a lot of time. Even if you have to divert your proper priorities and make this highest priority in life, number one priority to meditate and get to talk to the Master inside, it's worthwhile. You will never be without the Master. I mentioned the story the other day about a famous mystic, famous saint, Muslim saint, Sheikh Farid. Sheikh Fariduddin, Sheikh Farid Shakarkandi. He had his master whose name was Qutbuddin, Sheikh Qutbuddin. And Farid had one son. While Sheikh Farid was still being guided by his master Qutbuddin, he was telling his son, son, get initiated, get accepted by Qutbuddin. He is getting old, he might die. Better go and take advantage. The son, like most young people, was saying, no, Dad, it's my young life, I have to still lead my life. One day I can go and get the spiritual stuff. So he kept on putting it off. One day Qutbuddin died. And his body was lying there before they were burying it. And Farid's son came up. He saw that the Qutbuddin's body is there. He immediately shaved his head off, which was a requirement in those days for following somebody. And he put his head on the feet of Qutbuddin's body. Farid is standing next to him. Sheikh Farid says, son, this is the body of one I have adored, followed all my life. I don't know anybody else that I loved more than this person whose body you're putting your head on. But sorry, it's too late. There's nothing in the body. Master's gone. You have come too late. Even 1 second is too late. Take advantage of the living Master while he's alive. 1 minute is too late. If we could get benefit from a Master who's already dead, we are only getting advantage of talking to our own mind. Master is not there to talk to us or tell anything to us. Even as a human being, one human being to another human being, we are getting no guidance, getting no answers. That is why he said it's very important. So great Master's advice to us that you try to get this, take your meditation up to that point, then relax. Because then you have nothing to worry about. You get your deal right there, all worries are taken away. You never have to worry. And by the way, worry is quite a useless thing. I went to a church. It was Church of John the Baptist. Some church I went and there was a notice outside. I read it. It said, worrying is praying for failure. I like that. And then once I organized a group to study what we worry about. So I asked the group to write down, what do you worry about? And they wrote down. I said, now turn the page and tell me how many of those things you worried about actually happened. Not even one. They were worrying about things that never happened. And worrying is about, oh, this could happen, that can happen. That's worry. And most of those things never happen. And if one or two happens and you are worrying 20 times more, what good is it? Worry doesn't solve any problem. So stop worrying and start living. Be happy and don't worry.